So I think I could have saved some time by doing Foxhole's tip with regards to, instead of having these welders up here, have them get welded back over here. But the point is, it all worked out just fine. So exit to cell, and I guess I can try to do the puzzle that I wasn't able to do, because I should be more than capable of doing it at this point. Alright, so we have blocks that come down like that, and then we need... How was I going to do this one? We need... I could weld 3... How am I going to do this one? Recently going back for achievements, your scores are higher than normal. Oh, okay, well, that would explain why you're much, much better at this game than I am, aside from, you know, skill. Alright, I think I have that conveyor going the wrong way. I do. Okay, so how do I want to divide this one up? I could... What do I want to do here? So... We could put blocks in front of and behind it and make a 3-piece. Which would work. I wonder, if I put a pusher and then hit C on it, that doesn't change its type into being a puller, but that's fine. So, what sort of blocks, what sort of configuration do I want to drop everything into then? Because the shape in which I do things is going to determine how easy or difficult this is. Looks like there's not really any really dumb, obvious way of doing it, so I have to think through it a little bit. But I could do a block of 3 and then alternate left and right when putting the stuff in, which I can pretty easily do. So we'll want to have a platform in the shape of our little star thingy. Get rid of this, like over here. And I'm going to, again, want to alternate with a pusher, as always. We can do this right at the mouth of the output. And the sensor, I think we'll need to go right there. You gotta get some sleep before your English exam. I mean, you don't have to, but it's probably a really good idea. I don't know. I'm not a particularly great scholar, so maybe you shouldn't be listening to me. Okay, we want to put the conduit down there, and then the sensor one more over. But have yourself a good night. Okay, let's do that. That pushes one off to this side, and the idea will be we need a block of 2, and then welder set up like that. Wait. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so this will work out well enough. And then we'll come over here, and we'll want to just slide this thing into place. And we can do that over here for right now. A little bit compact, but I think it'll work out well. So we'll put this thing into place. I'll put a conveyor belt right there. And this is all part of my long-term brilliant idea. It's so smart even I can't begin to describe it. But what I'm going to do is basically just aerial drop in the stuff in front of and behind it. And it'll work out flawlessly. So we need, for that plan, we need a conveyor that will, like, loop around it. I know how to do it. So get rid of that. Put the platforms over one. And we'll just push it off to the left when it needs to get there. If that makes sense. Which it doesn't, because there's no way that this is a good idea. However, I have an even dumber idea that's really straightforward. So we'll just make a giant stack of the things. Okay, this should work. So we just make a big old stack of them. And unfortunately for me, I forgot that the, you know, conveyor needed to trigger when other stuff was going to happen. So I have to rebuild my sensor and conduit setup here. That should do stuff. That needs to be moved one over. I swear to you, one day I'm going to intuitively get the sensor pusher distance correct. You also have a chemistry and math exam tomorrow. Good lord, why are you taking so many exams when it's the middle of... is it just like, hey, welcome to the first day of classes, everybody. So, hope you're ready for a million exams. Okay, so I need to put the welder there. That'll work. It comes over there. That falls into place like so. That'll just get pushed off into oblivion. And I could be ridiculously wasteful. And it would be pretty hilarious. Just have a conveyor belt right there. But with the way things weld in this game, that's probably not a smart move. On the other hand, we'll just see what happens. So when I want to weld two things together, I want to weld... I would need to weld them from the top, huh? It's the end of your semester. Oh, okay. That's a short semester, literally one day of class. Hope you learned a lot. Okay, so I need to weld these things from the top with my current setup. Obviously that's not going to work because I'm dropping stuff down. So... I need to weld everything from the top, so I need to push stuff... I do need to weld stuff from the top, don't I? There's not a way for me to do this with putting stuff like so, because if it's in the corners, then it can't really be welded. So it has to be welded with top welders. Maybe this'll work, I don't know. Let's put the platforms like that. That gets pushed in right there. This is a stupid design. Alright, so I need to actually be relatively efficient with my planning here. If I wanted to drop in front and behind, how would I do that? We would have something come off over in this direction. And basically, we would do this. And let's put a sensor right there. And then push stuff off to the left if there was a block already here. Which isn't a really great plan, but this might work out alright for right now. Yeah, that's what I expected would happen. That the timing wouldn't make any damn sense at all. Okay, so we'll put the pusher over there. Put the conduit there. Oh, the sensors are interfering with each other. Okay, so I need to figure out then where I'm gonna make my little staging ground for right now. So get rid of this, get rid of that, and we'll need to convey a little bit further away than what I was currently doing. Rotate these back into place. Drop off onto that platform. And we'll just need a sensor right there for now. For now. This isn't a good idea, but it works. Do you understand your pain for this level since this took you multiple days as well? That's a shame. I'm not looking forward to hearing that. This is, like I said when somebody else joined, this level, I feel, remarkably amps up the difficulty, and pretty much immediately does. There is no... This level is much, much harder than any of the other ones I played. Aw, damn it! Okay, we need to put the... how about I move the rotator to be right there instead? That might do it. People are now making Undertale references in the chat. That is acceptable by me. Comes over there, that gets rotated. And that did not work particularly well. Let's try rotating it in the other direction. And I thought of a really weird optimization I can make with this. That's probably the same direction that I had to go in. This is not going to work. I'm going to need to put the conveyor belts in a slightly different spot than I had them. I can also put the rotator in a different spot. That would be a smart move. Let's try this. So that gets rotated there. And I can also rotate it in the other direction so it'll be more efficient. Comes through there, that gets rotated. Damn. How about I put the rotator there? There we go. And it's output correctly. Alright, perfect. So we're gonna have some wasted blocks. That's fine. The factory can again produce a ton of garbage. But that's for the aliens to clean up, not for me. And this design, I can crank up the input speed to max and it will work. I also just thought of a very funny way I can optimize this design. So I can just get rid of a bunch of conveyor belts at this point. Like, I can just start to, like, make them... I can get rid of every other conveyor belt here. Something like that. And I can get rid of that. Those two. And then this will still work at this point. Oops, no, it won't, not yet. So we'll put that conveyor belt there and that conveyor belt there. But yeah, I can put little holes in the conveyor belts and they'll still get pushed along just fine. And then that'll increase my score. So we can come over here and get rid of every 2 conveyors. That one needs to stick around. That one can get deleted. That one can get deleted. And this is a nice little patchy, efficient design. Whoops. Why isn't it making it over any further? What the hell happened there? Oh. I see. I don't really see. But it looks like that got conveyed one too many. So let's put another, we'll put that instead. So this forward pushing conveyor belt right here pushed it an extra, like, unit, effectively. And then I need to put that conveyor belt back there. Or I could do something really silly and do something like this. Hang on, let's try this. You did not optimize the level since the achievements came out. I might beat your score. That's all I ask for. Perfect. I bet I can crank this thing up to maximum input rate, too. It'll have, you know, it'll produce a ton of garbage, but it'll, like, go fast in terms of cycles. Uh-oh. There was a problem on the dairy factory. One of the cows got really pissed off at me there. So, because the stockpile on the left is... it got too high, then I had an issue. So I came along and pushed up that. Oh. Well, there's a way to solve this. And it's convey our junk off into space. Whoops. What if I have 2 conveyors going in that direction? I wonder what'll happen then. Nope. Okay, so there's a problem. When this gets too high, we have garbage. Ah, but there's the solution. When we want to, we can just shove off the garbage. But there's the problem, is that this is not gonna be able to fit through all that. Dough. Huh. I'd rather not mess with the timing much more than this. So what can I do to basically shuck off a ton of garbage? I don't know. Because I would like to just put a platform there and just convey all the junk off into space. I could have this not crash directly into the stockpile, but then that would be less efficient. I could... Oh man, what can I do about this? This is a problem. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This is a new one to me. That goes there. That timing is really nice. Crashing into the stockpile is really useful. Have a belt on both sides of it. Oh, you think that would work? Oh, that would work, yes. You're right. Have one going the opposite direction of the other, and that'll cancel it out, I believe. This might work, or it might not work. It worked. Excellent. Let's let this thing ride. That goes there. Yes, thank you, Fox Soul King. That was a brilliant, brilliant solution that I'm going to have to keep in mind for a very long time, as I assume my garbage problem is only going to get worse and worse and worse as I persist throughout all of this. The other thing is that if the block crashes into another block that's like falling down through the garbage chute, that would be bad. But let's just hope that that timing never happens. And it didn't! Excellent. So I did below average thoroughly in cycle and footprint. But if I just increase the input rate to max, then this'll go great. Wow. Max input rate is fucking hilarious. That is absurd.